Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this white box, and which contains Carter, Halo Reach Carter. It's a 1/6 Halo Reach Carter by Threea. And this is the box. It's just a white box, very plain. And on the back it shows the accessories that he comes with. A knife, a grenade, and a DMR, and a Commander Carter right here. And yeah, so good to say, pretty flimsy box. It's just cardboard, really thin cardboard. And then inside there's a tray, and with all the accessories, the shoulder pads, the pouches, grenades, knife, DMR, and the figure. So let's get him out and put everything on him. Alright, and here we have Carter outside of packaging, and this is a Hot Toys stand. He does not come with a stand, so yeah. And he is pretty flimsy, so it's best to have a stand for him. Otherwise, he might topple over. And he stands about 14 inches tall, so he is quite a tall figure. And let's get a closer look. Well, you know what? Let's do an overview of him first. And here he is. Let's see if we can get him in frame right there. So first thing I noticed is that the magnets aren't the greatest. They're not industrial type magnets, so they are not they're not too powerful, especially for the backpack that he has on the back here. It tends to fall off a lot. So, well, I mean, it wouldn't fall off just like this, but if you try to pose him or something, you know, it will come off fairly easily. And he does have articulated fingers. All the joints work too, so that is really nice. And as far as accessories, he doesn't come with a whole lot. Just the DMR and grenades, and then all the other stuff are supposed to be on him. So there's the back of him, and the DMR seems to be on a little tilted too high up for my liking, and you can't really adjust it because those are where the magnets are. There are two magnets, one on each side, and they're attaching the DMR together. Here's the other side, and then the combat knife is quite loose as well. So, and yeah, the comm unit's kind of nice, but unfortunately it doesn't light up, which is a bit disappointing. Alright, let's get a good look at the DMR first, and you can see there are caution symbols on there, and then some wordings as well. Armor Light MG UNSC, so that's kind of cool. There are no moving parts on this DMR, but it is nicely produced. And the weathering effect is quite nice, actually. Quite impressive. And I don't believe the scope is removable either. No removable magazine. Let's take a look at the other side. And here's the other side. You can see there's a flashlight right there. Scope, trigger, the back. And here's the combat knife. Nicely done. There's the sheath. Right. And here's a closer look at the armor itself. We have a very nicely painted helmet with a glossy translucent visor. And underneath he has a rubber suit on. I don't know if it runs through the whole body or not, but you can see the neck. There's a rubber piece around the neck, and shoulders, there are rubber pieces. There's one right here, and then there's one on the other side, and then the stomach area, there's a rubber piece there, and the thighs, the hips are rubber pieces, and the knees as well. And actually the knee pads are glued on to the rubber suit itself. It's kind of weird. Yeah, let's go over the armor a bit more. I really do like the weathering effect, but I think they overdid it just a little bit. There seems to be a lot of weathering on him. I mean, it's nice and all, don't get me wrong, but it's just there's just a tremendous amount of weathering on him. And there's this shoulder pad. And there's the other one. Wait, I think I have this upside down. There we go. Now the UNSC symbol is facing the right way. And these two pouches are removable. So are the grenades. Just waste 5 pieces. Nicely done. And the legs. And the shoes. Really impressive with this figure. Oh. I am quite impressed with this figure, but there are some minor annoyance to this figure that I don't like. Especially the legs. They are a bit loose, especially around the waist. The knees and the ankles and the arms, the shoulders, the elbows and the wrists, they're all tight, and they have that ratcheting joint. But the hips are quite a bit loose, and I don't. Well, it has a really weak ratcheting joint, but doesn't seem to hold its position too well. But other than that, it's a great figure, and attaching the batteries are a bit annoying as well, especially for the backpack itself. You have to take out the backpack in order to put the batteries in, and then once you put the batteries in, there's no switch right here. The switch is totally hidden inside the backpack, so you would, every time you want to turn on and off the lights, you would have to take out the backpack, which is a bit annoying since the arms they have separate battery packs by the tricep here. You could take this plate off and then unscrew it, and fits 3 batteries, 3 of those watch batteries, but you could actually get away with 2 on each side is actually enough, so you get away with that. But there is a switch up on top of right there. You can see it. You can see that switch right there, and could actually turn on and off the lights around the on the front of the arms, but not the backpack, not the rest of the figure, because the rest of the figure, the battery is housed on his back, which I'll show right now. Okay, there you see the on-off switch, and it's 2 of those batteries that are CR2032, and then you see there are 4 pins down here, and they have to line up with your backpack right there. If I could get it to stop moving. You have to align with those 4 pins right there, because there are 2 lights on the back of this backpack. It needs to be turned on using these 2 batteries. So there's where the 4 pins are, which is annoying, lining up those 4 pins with the backpack. So I'm going to turn on the lights so you guys can see. Alright, on his back you could clearly see 4 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I rotate him over, let's see, 2 on the helmet, 1 chest, and 2 on each arm, and 4, I mean 2 on each legs, and yep, and that's it. All the lights on Carter, which is quite impressive actually. I think there are more lights here than any of the Hot Toys. So if you cover the light a bit. You can clearly see all the lights on Carter. Nicely done. Alright, here he is holding on to his DMR. There are not a whole lot of poses you give him. You won't be able to do dynamic poses with him because his joints are a bit on the loose side. With the rubber, it kind of impedes a lot of the articulation, and the armor, it's quite bulky. For him to hold on to the DMR like this, I had to take off one of his pouch. And the legs, they are quite loose. The knees are fine, the ankles are fine. It's just that it's not as refined as Hot Toys products, especially with the rubber suit. With the rubber suit, you would want to use joints that are tougher and harder. The ratcheting system needs to be a little bit stronger, but this thing is not, so he could stand nicely like this, but if you want to give him a action pose, that's going to take some maneuvering to do. And but overall, it is a nice figure, and it costs $200, which is for now, I think it's pretty much average. There are a lot of detailing on this figure, and a lot of lights. So you are kind of getting your money's worth. But I had to pre-order this quite a long time ago too. Almost what, 6 months? 6 months to 8 months ago, and it is just now shipping. So it does take a long time for Threea to ship their stuff, or for them to get their stuff together, because they do have quite a few figures going on, I think. So yeah, I'm happy to have this. Let's do a comparison with other figures. Alright, here I have Carter standing next to Thor from the well, no, this is not the Avengers Thor. This is the first movie Thor with upgrades. And here we have Commander Cody. As you can see, he is quite tall. He's a head taller than everyone. I guess that should be correct, because these are like super soldier type of characters. And in Halo 4, when Master Chief took off his armor, he's like way taller than the other people. So I guess for Carter, like all these Spartans, they are supposed to be taller than other people, and he's quite tall though. He's almost Darth Vader tall, actually. Yeah. Alright, and here's one last look at Carter. The detailing on him is really good. And the weathering effect, it's very impressive, definitely. 3A could really do weathering effect well. Very well, look at that. But again, this figure, it's $200, and he doesn't have too much weight in him though. The armor is made out of hard plastic, but he is quite light in the weight department. But overall, it's still a great figure. I'm very happy to have picked this up. Let's take a look at that comm unit. Yeah, I'm very happy to pick this up, and got shipped all the way. I bought this from Bambaland, their website, and yeah, got it shipped to me today. Yeah, great figure. And I believe you might still be able to find him at some online stores, but definitely not the limited edition ones. The limited edition was a regular Commando with gray and black, I think the colors are. But I would of course want Carter more. So yeah, there you go. Carter from Halo Reach by 3A. And thanks for watching.